Adaora was the kind of woman every man desired. Her beauty was unmatched, her bronze skin gleamed like polished copper, and her laughter was like a song that even softened the hearts of the village elders. Men tripped over themselves to please her, offering gifts of gold, goats, or even their dignity. But Adaora was not simply beautiful. She was dangerous. She believed her beauty was a weapon, and she wielded it with the sharpness of a blade. While other women toiled in the fields, carried water, and raised children, Adaora spent her days charming men and using them for her own gain. The women of the village despised her. They called her the thief of husbands and cursed her name. Some threw stones at her hut. Shameless woman, they spat. Do you think beauty will feed you forever? But the women did not know the full extent of her wickedness. From time to time, strange discoveries unsettled the village. A fisherman might pull a fragile, lifeless body from the river. Farmers stumbled upon tiny remains buried beneath shallow soil. These were not animals. They were unborn children, half-formed, abandoned. Adaora had been pregnant countless times, but she had never carried a child to term. Whenever she conceived, she boiled bitter herbs into a black potion that burned like fire as she drank it. Soon after, she would dispose of the little body, by the river, in the underbrush, or hidden in the shadows. Children are trouble, she told herself. They will ruin my body and chain me like the other women. When her potions failed, she traveled deep into the forest to visit Kopopa, an ancient herbalist feared by many. Kopopa had warned her more than once. You play with life and death as though they are toys, he told her, his eyes clouded with dread. The spirits do not take kindly to innocent blood. There is always a price. But Adaora only laughed, tossing him coins as she walked away. Let the spirits mind their own business, she said. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Adaora walked to the river to bathe. The water shimmered gold under the fading light. She admired her reflection, running her hands over her flawless skin. But as she waded deeper, the water turned icy cold. A sudden wind swept through the trees, though the air had been still a moment before. Adaora frowned, shivering, but tried to ignore it. She bent to splash water on her face, only to see ripples moving against her hand. The river was stirring. Then, from beneath the surface, tiny hands broke through the water. Pale, half-formed fingers clawed at her legs. More hands appeared, countless of them, grasping, pulling. She screamed and tried to run, but her feet were heavy, anchored by unseen chains. Voices rose from the water, thin, wailing cries that pierced the night. They were the cries of children never born, children whose lives she had stolen. The river boiled with their sorrow. Adaora thrashed, begging for mercy. No, leave me. I didn't mean it, she cried, but the water swallowed her words. The faces of the unborn rose around her, hollow eyes filled with grief. With one final shriek, Adaora was dragged beneath the surface. The river grew still. Only the moonlight rippled softly across the water, as if nothing had happened. The next morning, villagers found her clothes abandoned at the riverbank, but her body was never seen again. From that day onward, no man spoke her name with longing. Mothers warned their daughters. Beauty is a gift, but if you abuse it, it will become your curse.